If you watched my last list, you'll know running documentaries are about more than just running. They tell powerful stories about perseverance, teamwork, and personal transformation. And these films are no exception and are an absolute must-watch. But what are they? Hey runners and documentary lovers, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into 10 more must-see running documentaries that capture the spirit of endurance, the beauty of human determination, and some jaw-dropping scenery along the way. I've watched all of these titles and they are all truly epic. You do not want to miss them, so let's get to it. Skid Row Marathon. Few films are as uplifting as Skid Row Marathon. This documentary follows Judge Craig Mitchell, who starts a running club for residents of Los Angeles' Skid Row. By residents, I mean people struggling with homelessness, addiction, and scrapes with the law. This is a story of people discovering running and striving for a happier and healthier life. Through running, they find a sense of purpose and hope. What makes this film so powerful is its focus on redemption. The runners' story are intense and authentic, and you can't help but be moved by their strength of mind to turn their lives around. The races, both local and international, provide moments of triumph that are deeply emotional. However, I did wish the film spent more time exploring the runners' long-term progress. Whilst we see some incredible transformations, some stories I felt were a little bit unfinished. Despite that, it's an inspiring example of how running can truly change lives and the power of the sport in general. This is one of my personal favourites, and to be honest, I was pretty surprised it didn't make the IMDb top 10 video. Running the Sahara. Running the Sahara is a film that stories a journey of three runners, Ray Zahab, Kevin Lin and Charlie Engel, as they attempt to run across the Sahara Desert, covering 4,300 miles in just 111 days. The physical toll is massive, blistering heat, dehydration and sheer exhaustion, but the emotional stakes are just as intense. This isn't just a race, it's a life-altering journey. The cinematography is of course stunning, and it immerses you in the vast, unforgiving landscapes across Africa. You feel the isolation and the enormity of the task these three runners face. Whilst I'd like to have heard a bit more about the runners' personal lives and motivations, it is an awe-inspiring watch. If you're drawn to extreme endurance challenges, this one is unmissable. I would definitely recommend watching this film. It made me tired just watching it. Finding Traction is a deeply personal and inspiring documentary following ultra runner Nikki Kimball as she attempts to set a long-distance record on Vermont's 273-mile long trail. What sets this film apart is Nikki's openness about the challenges she faces, not just on the trail but in life too. She speaks candidly about her battles with depression, which adds a compelling layer to her story. The theme of aging and the difficult acceptance of the limitations aging has on what you feel you should be able to do, I am sure will resonate with a lot of viewers. It definitely did with me. The film excels in showcasing the raw grit it takes to tackle an ultra distance challenge. The New England landscapes are breathtaking, and you can almost feel the mud and the sweat as Nikki pushes through mile after grueling mile. Nikki's determination and resilience is clearly portrayed, making this a must-watch for anyone who has ever doubted their own strengths and capabilities. The film shows her battle with depression and how running has allowed her to cope, as well as fueling ultra distances, again something that I'm sure will resonate with some viewers. The Human Race is a celebration of the joy of running, focusing on athletes over 50 who continue to defy expectations. From a cancer survivor running all the 50 US states to a beloved running icon, Catherine Switzer. The film highlights a diverse group of runners who remind us that age is just a number. The documentary is light-hearted and charming, with moments of humour and kindness. You'll find yourself smiling as these runners share their stories and push their limits. Their personalities really do shine through, and we learn how running has helped them through various struggles, which I think a lot of viewers will understand. It's a great reminder that running is a lifelong gift that is never too late to start or keep going. The Long Green Line takes us into the world of high school cross country, following legendary coach Joe Newton and his York High School team's journey to their 25th state championship in 45 years. The film captures the highs and lows of team sports, From the intensity of competition to the bonds formed along the way. Coach Newton's charisma really does steal the show, and his passion for shaping young lives is infectious. However, the film focuses so heavily on him that we don't get too much insight onto the individual runners themselves. That said, it's a nostalgic, feel-good watch for anyone who's been part of a team. Boston, the documentary, is a love letter to the world's most famous marathon, tracing its history from its inception in 1897 to its present-day significance. The film masterfully balances historical storytelling with emotional moments, particularly its coverage of the 2013 bombing and the resilience of the running community in its aftermath and its lead up to its return the following year. The film was funded by John Hancock, which also sponsors the race. It's narrated by Boston's Matt Damon, and the musical score is arranged by the Boston Symphony Orchestra, which are all nice touches. While the focus on history might not appeal to viewers looking for personal drama, the film's respect for the sport and its rich legacy makes it essential viewing for marathon enthusiasts. Desert Runners follows amateurs attempting the grueling Four Deserts Ultra Series in Chile, the Gobi, the Sahara and Antarctica. It's a roller coaster of emotion as each runner faces unique challenges from injuries to mental breakdowns, and their perseverance is truly awe-inspiring. The scenery, as you can guess, is breathtaking, but the film's real strength lies in its brutal, unfiltered portrayal of the runners' struggles. Some stories feel a little bit underdeveloped, but overall, it's an adrenaline-packed look at the extremes of human endurance. The runners' motivation vary from bereavement, ambition and charity, which I think makes the film very engaging. Running for Good features Fiona Oakes, a vegan ultra runner who breaks records while advocating for animal welfare. Her determination is incredible and her no-frills approach to running is so refreshing. For those of you who haven't heard of Fiona, she has a storied history of breaking running records globally. This film, however, traces her attempt at the infamous Marathon des Sables, known as the toughest race on earth. There are flashbacks to her home life and her animal sanctuary, which provides a home for many rescued animals. The film balances her racing achievements with her work, making it both inspirational and heartwarming. It's an unforgettable portrait of running for a purpose. The Infinite Race shines a light on the Tarahumara people, known for their extraordinary endurance and deep cultural connection to running. The film explores how their traditions have both been celebrated and exploited by outsiders. This isn't your typical sports documentary, it's a thoughtful examination of the intersection between culture and commercialism. The running feats achieved by this community is well documented, but this film explains their views on running a bit further. Whilst it's less action-packed than some of the films on this list, its cultural insights are invaluable. These documentaries showcase the power of running to transform lives, build communities and inspire people. Which of these films resonated with you the most? Let me know in the comments below. If you like these, then be sure to check out my previous video containing the top 10 running documentaries according to IMDb, or one of my other videos on the screen now. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video with your fellow runners too. But until next time, happy running.